Hello, this is Virendra dear. I have taken an oath in my life that every moment I will invest in acquiring knowledge and putting into practice. And whatever I have learned, that has to be communicated to the millions of the people because I owe to them. They have given me everything what I have today. So this is surrender my life to the service of the mankind. Now we will come to the point that we come we can become what we think about. Whatever our mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. It is our prime duty that we should control and direct our mind. The power of the mind is immense towards a definite chief aim of our life. The purpose, the mission, the goal, and with a burning desire, persistent continuous action, we can achieve. Everything is possible for a person with a definite chief aim in life. The mind has such a big power that it doesn't know any limitation. The only limitation we impose on our mind is the idea that we set up in our own mind. We can become whatever we want, and it will not take some extra energy to become a great man and to become a small man. This is only the matter of the thought. When we have impulse of thought vibrations planted in our mind, these thought vibrations will create such an environment that we shall start planning and continuously acting towards its physical equivalent. That power we have got by the blessings of the Almighty at the time of our birth. Andrew Carnegie was one, Henry Ford was another, Edison was another, Abraham Lincoln was another, Mahatma Gandhi was another. These people were born as ordinary people, but they believe in themselves, they have faith in themselves, and they scaled such a great heights that they become our role model. They did nothing. They only used the power of the mind, the power of the thoughts. Now we will really try to understand today how we can plant such great ideas, plan or purpose in our mind. That is very, very important topic, and we will definitely achieve it through repetition of thoughts. The information is easily conveyed. Any idea, plan or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. That's why we are asked to write a statement of our major purpose, a definite chief aim. Let's commit to memory and repeat it several times in a day in audible words, day after day, until these vibrations of thought have reached our subconscious mind. We are what we are because of the vibrations of the thought that we pick up and register through the stimuli of our daily environment. Let's resolve to throw off the influences of any unfortunate environment and to build our own life to order. Taking an inventory of the mental assets and liabilities, we will discover that our greatest weakness is the lack of self-confidence. This handicap can be surmounted and timidity translated into courage through the aid of the principle of autosuggestions, or the suggestions we give to ourselves by repeated thoughts. The application of this principle may be made through a simple arrangement of positive thought impulses stated in writing, repeating, memorizing until they become a part of our working equipment of the subconscious faculty of our mind. Well, the cause of failures for the millions is their one factor: lack of self-confidence, lack of belief and faith in their own power of personality and in the infinite intelligence. if we develop self-confidence and have faith in our own ability and have belief in our potential power which we got at the time of our birth, there is nothing on this earth which is impossible. Everything will be within our reach. Simply, we should start reaffirming by repeated thoughts that we can do it if we believe nothing is beyond our reach. So self-confidence can be generated by writing out these following points. We know that we have the ability to achieve the object of our definite purpose in life. Therefore, we demand of ourselves persistent, continuous action towards its realization, and we are here and now promise to take such action. We also realize the dominating thoughts of our mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, we should concentrate for some time daily upon the task of thinking of the person we intend to become, thereby creating in our mind a clear mental picture of that person. Every great man has some role model. We should emulate them, we should act like them, talk like them, behave like them, and we will definitely become like them. There is no doubt about it. We know through the principle of autosuggestion that any desire we persistently hold in our mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object. Therefore, we should devote some time daily to demanding of ourselves the development of self-confidence. We have realized that definite chief aim in life can be achieved only through self-confidence, belief and faith, and also persistent continuous action through the alliance of partners who have harmonious relationship, and the total object of our life is one. Therefore, we should never stop trying until we achieve our goal and developing sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. We should also realize that no wealth or position can long endure until built upon truth and justice. Therefore, we should engage in no transaction that does not benefit all whom it affects. We shall succeed by attracting to ourselves the forces we wish to use and the cooperation of other people. Therefore, we should induce others to serve us because we are also willing to serve others. Without cooperation, we can never be successful in life. We have the right to want what we like, dream what we desire, but without cooperation of the people who have abundance of experience, capital, native abilities, and everything what we are desiring, their blessings will help us to acquire within a very short period of time. We must eliminate all the negativities, including hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all mankind. Because we must realize that a negative attitude towards others can never bring us success. We will cause others to believe in us because we shall believe in them and in our own abilities and capabilities. Dear friends, these are some basic points which will really transform our life to a different bracket, where there will be abundance of health, wealth, happiness, peace of mind, not only for ourselves, but as we are willing to share all these blessings with all the mankind, so we'll be definitely tending towards creating a world full of abundance for every sisters and brothers. There will be no violence, there will be no negativities, there will be always peace, smiles and happiness in the mind of every person. Also, remember through the law of autosuggestion. Any person can attain anything in their life. We do not need extra effort to become great, rich, or powerful person. That's why there is a poem which I will recite before you. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged in the evening when I counted the scanty store. Life is just an employer. He gives us what we ask, but once we have set the wages, why we must bear the task. Most of the time we worked for a menial wage, only to learn dismayed that any wage we could have asked of life, life could have willingly paid. That's why, dear friends, remember, we are the architect of our own fortune. We are the master of our fate, and we are captain of our soul, because we have absolute power on our thought. We have absolute power on controlling our thoughts. If our thoughts are great, full of noble ideas, plan and purpose, and persistently, continuously we are implementing them with the cooperation and collaborations with the people experts in that line, we can create our own life full of happiness, peace, enjoyment, and that way a very different environment will be created in this world. May God bless us with the power to control and direct our mind towards positive, creative thoughts and create a new world where there is only abundance of prosperity. I wish all of you happy, healthy, and smiling and cheering and living your every moment with creative and positive thoughts. Enthusiasm should be your trick of the trade, confidence should be your asset, imagination should be your natural phenomena, cooperation should be your distinctive quality of your life, tolerance should be also your important factor in life. All are great. Men and women are made great by the God. Let's see all greatness in them, all goodness in them, seek their help, give them our helping hand, and let's make a world full of peace, prosperity, happiness, enjoyment of all. May God bless us. I thank you very much, dear friends, for sharing my noble thoughts. This is Virendra, broadcasting from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, India, as a true service rendered to the mankind who are much more better than me, but we just repeat our noble thoughts. Thanks once more.